The police kicked down the door at 2 a.m. Jax woke up to flashlights in his face and guns pointed at his head. "Where is she?" they yelled. "Where's who?" Jax said, hands up. "Lily Monroe, 19, missing for 2 weeks. Her parents said you took her." Jax's heart dropped because Lily was in the next room, asleep, safe. But to the cops, it looked like he was holding her hostage. They dragged him out in handcuffs. They found Lily wrapped in his hoodie, crying, begging them to let him go. "He didn't kidnap me," she screamed. "He saved me." But the parents had money, lawyers, influence, and Jax, he had nothing but the truth. Now, months later, they're all standing in Judge Sterling's courtroom. The parents want their daughter back. They want Jax locked up. But Judge Sterling is about to flip this entire case upside down. Let's go back, 2 weeks before the raid. Lily Monroe lived in a mansion, 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a pool in the backyard, a 3-car garage. From the outside, it looked perfect, but inside, it was a prison. Lily's bedroom door had a lock on the outside. Her parents controlled it. They decided when she could come out, when she could eat, when she could shower. She was 19 years old, but she had no phone, no laptop, no freedom. Her father was a real estate developer, rich, powerful, used to getting his way. Her mother was a socialite, cold, calculating, obsessed with image. They didn't see Lily as a daughter. They saw her as property. When she was younger, she tried to rebel. She tried to make friends. She tried to go to college. They shut it down. Every time. They told her she was too fragile, too sensitive, too naive. "The world will eat you alive," her mother said. "We're protecting you." But protection felt like suffocation. Lily spent most of her days locked in her room, staring at the walls, reading the same books over and over. When she tried to argue, they punished her. No dinner, no water, sometimes for days. She got thinner, weaker, quieter. She stopped fighting, she stopped hoping, until one night, something inside her snapped. It was a Friday. Her parents were hosting a party downstairs. Champagne, laughter, the clinking of glasses. Lily sat in her locked room, starving. She hadn't eaten in 2 days. Her stomach hurt, her head was spinning. She looked at the window. She'd thought about it before, but she was always too scared. Not tonight. Tonight, she was more scared of staying. She grabbed a chair, smashed the window. The glass shattered. The noise was loud, but the party was louder. She grabbed the blanket, wrapped it around her hand, knocked out the remaining shards. Then she climbed out. The trellis on the side of the house was old, shaky, but it held. She climbed down, barefoot, bleeding, terrified. When her feet hit the grass, she ran. She didn't know where she was going. She just ran. Through the neighborhood, past the big houses, past the streetlights, past the parks. Her lungs burned, her feet were cut and bruised, but she didn't stop. She ran until she couldn't run anymore. She collapsed in a park. It was dark, empty, cold. She sat on a bench shaking. Her dress was torn, her hands were bleeding. She had no shoes, no coat, no plan. She started crying, not soft tears, deep body-shaking sobs. She was free, but she had nowhere to go. And that's when she saw him, a man, walking through the park, hands in his pockets, hood up. He saw her, stopped, looked around like he wasn't sure if he should get involved. Then he walked over. "You okay?" he asked. Lily looked up. He was older, late 20s maybe, tattoos on his hands, a scar above his eyebrow. He looked rough, dangerous even, but his voice was soft. She shook her head. No. He looked at her feet, the cuts, the blood. "You need help," he said. Not a question, a statement. She nodded. He took off his jacket, draped it over her shoulders. It smelled like cigarettes and cologne. "Come on," he said. "Let's get you out of the cold." His name was Jax. He lived in a small apartment a few blocks away. 1 bedroom, barely any furniture, but it was warm. He made her tea, gave her a pair of socks, didn't ask questions. Lily sat on his couch, wrapped in his jacket, staring at the steam rising from the mug. "You can stay here tonight," Jax said. "I'll sleep on the couch." "Why are you helping me?" Lily asked. Jax shrugged. You looked like you needed it. She didn't tell him everything that night, but she told him enough. That she ran away, that her parents were controlling, that she had nowhere to go. Jax didn't push for details. He just nodded. You're safe here, he said. And for the first time in years, Lily believed it. She stayed. One night turned into two. Two turned into a week. Jax didn't ask her to leave. He didn't make her feel like a burden. He worked during the day, construction, long hours, hard work. When he came home, he'd bring food, pizza, burgers, whatever he could afford. Lily would have it ready. She'd clean the apartment, do the dishes. She wanted to help. At night, they'd sit on the couch and talk. Jax told her about his life, how he grew up rough. No dad, a mom who tried her best but struggled. He dropped out of school at 16, got into trouble, made mistakes. But he got out, cleaned up, started over. Lily told him about the mansion, the locks, the starvation, the control. Jax didn't judge. He just listened. And slowly, Lily started to feel like a person again. They didn't plan to fall in love. It just happened. It started small, a smile, a laugh, a moment when their hands brushed. Jax was careful. He didn't push, he didn't pressure. But Lily felt it, the way he looked at her, the way he made sure she ate, the way he gave her space, but stayed close. One night, she kissed him. Jax pulled back. Lily, you don't have to. I want to, she said, and she meant it. For 2 weeks, they lived in a little bubble, just the two of them. Lily felt safe, happy, free. But freedom doesn't last when someone's looking for you. Lily's parents reported her missing the day after she ran away, but they didn't tell the truth. They didn't say she escaped. They said she was taken. They hired private investigators, offered a reward, played the devastated parents on the news. Our daughter is vulnerable, her mother said, crying into the camera. She's been manipulated. We just want her home. The investigators tracked her phone records, security footage. They found she'd been seen near the park. They canvassed the area, asked around. Someone remembered seeing a girl with a guy, tattoos, hood, rough looking. They tracked Jax down, and at 2 a.m., they raided his apartment. The door exploded inward. Jax woke up to chaos, flashlights, shouting, guns. Where is she? Where's Lily Monroe? Jax tried to explain. She's here. She's safe. She came here on her own. But they didn't listen. They cuffed him, dragged him into the hallway. Lily woke up to the noise, ran out of the bedroom. What are you doing? Let him go. The cops looked at her, thin, bruised feet, wearing a man's hoodie. It looked bad. Ma'am, are you Lily Monroe? One of them asked. Yes, but did this man take you? No, he saved me. But they didn't believe her. They separated them, put Jax in a car, put Lily in another. She screamed the whole way to the station. Her parents were waiting. Her mother hugged her. Fake tears, fake relief. Oh, thank God you're safe, she said. She pulled away. I'm not going back with you. Her father's face hardened. Yes, you are. No, I'm 19. I'm an adult. You can't make me. Her father leaned in close. We'll see about that. They filed for a conservatorship, emergency petition. They claimed Lily was mentally unstable, that she'd been brainwashed, that she couldn't make decisions for herself. They had doctors, therapists, all paid to say what they wanted. And Jax, he was charged with kidnapping. Months later, they all stood in Judge Sterling's courtroom. The parents sat on one side, expensive suits, expensive lawyers. Lily and Jax sat on the other, a public defender, no money, just the truth. Judge Sterling looked at the case file, then at the people in front of her. She'd seen cases like this before. Rich parents, control, conservatorships used as weapons. She didn't like it. Just let's start with the facts, Judge Sterling said. Mr. and Mrs. Monroe, you're claiming your daughter was kidnapped. Yes, Your Honor, the father said. And you, Miss Monroe, say you left willingly? Yes, Your Honor. Judge Sterling looked at Jax. And you, Mr. Jax, you took her in. Yes, Your Honor. She had nowhere else to go. Judge Sterling nodded. She opened a folder. I've reviewed the evidence, the photos of Miss Monroe's bedroom, the lock on the outside of the door, the medical reports showing signs of malnourishment. The parents shifted uncomfortably. Judge Sterling continued. I've also reviewed the statements from neighbors, teachers, friends, all of whom describe a pattern of control and isolation. She looked at the parents.
"You didn't lose your daughter. She escaped." The mother tried to interrupt. "Your Honor, she's not well. She's not well because of you." The courtroom went silent. Judge Sterling looked at Jax. "Mr. Jax, you're charged with kidnapping, but the evidence shows Miss Monroe came to you willingly. You fed her, sheltered her, protected her." She closed the file. "The kidnapping charge is dismissed." Lily started crying. Judge Sterling turned to the parents. "As for the conservatorship, it's denied. Miss Monroe is an adult. She has the right to live her own life." She looked at Lily. "You're free." Lily collapsed into Jax's arms. The parents stormed out, and Judge Sterling smiled. Justice served.